Hello, Sim here. So the latest firmware update is now publicly available, that being 1.03.2. And yes, here's all the changelog on screen in 1.03.1, which was privately available just for the small community of testers. The last update was 1.02.7 and that introduced ping assist. So, what has this particular update introduced? The most noticeable one, apart from the line being red whilst we wait for the screen to load, is with respect to the map. And there you go. You can see that there's all the little outlines of the various countries, and when it goes to the US map, you'll see the state outlines. Now, those of you who've got a Netduma will go, wait a minute, Sim, that's auto zoomed in and everything. Normally I've got to go and zoom in manually myself when they've changed screens. Well, that's now available because they have supported cookies. Oh yes, something very basic, but something that allows a much more usability. So there we go, we got that. You might notice that the line is red, which is not normally. And that's because they've introduced themes. There's only the basic one that gets shipped with when it first launched, and the more redder coloured version of their theme, the Netduma version 2. So I just thought I'll play about that and leave it on version 2 for this video. If you're wondering what these cloud settings is all about, I explain all of that in my ping assist video, and I'll leave a linky winky down below in my video description. So if I jump back to host filtering, and there we go. The game that I've actually got loaded right now is Destiny. And with this latest update, yes, Destiny supported. So is Battlefield now. Sort of you see all the game players starting to populate and dedicated servers. I happen to be in Destiny right now and I'm on the tower. I'm not doing anything, just idling. And yeah, so that's good news. Now, when you normally launch into a game, certainly in the Call of Duty world, I'm not sure about Destiny. No, actually, it does it for Destiny 2. I was gaming last night. So what will happen is that you'll notice that there's auto ping assist option up here, which is or auto ping host, sorry, not ping assist, auto ping host. So that's ticked by default when you do the update. And what would happen is you go into a game like a multiplayer competitive, and let's imagine that this is the dedicated server. It would automatically select it. You wouldn't have to manually figure out which one it was, and it effectively auto pings it. So it does it automatically for you. So whilst you're gaming, you can have a look and go, oh yeah, this is a really good host. I love this particular host. I had the most enjoyable experience. I like it. I would like to connect to that particular server or individual internet gamer out there. So I'm going to give them a quality of, let's say, 95%. Click the update, and that server will nicely go down in, I just scroll down, over into the screen bit saying, yeah, I really like gaming on that particular server because it's a fantastic gaming experience, for example, or vice versa. You put it down to the 5%, do the update, and it goes into the red box, so you won't connect to that particular thing. But if you're having problems with dedicated servers or with anything like that, they now give you these hexadecimal codes for servers or gamers out there, rather than publicly exposing IP addresses. So you can talk about those IDs, which will have a corresponding IP address underneath the covers in their cloud database that they use to support the whole Netduma from the point of view of what is a game server, what's a matchmaking server, etc. So, if that was a little bit confusing, go and watch my ping assist video and I go through it a little bit more slowly. So what other things? Okay, so ping assist got introduced, and you can see it here. So if you don't want to use ping assist, effectively you can turn it to 0 milliseconds, and therefore anything that's nothing in the world is going to have 0 milliseconds. So effectively that disables it. And why have I covered that for a second? Because if you go up here and let's say I wanted to set up a new PlayStation 4, for example, because I had 2 in the house, well, next, there is only PlayStation Network ping assist. Before, in the previous firmware, you would have PlayStation Network ping assist and PlayStation Network. Similarly with Xbox Live. So now you only have the ping assist. You know, they've ironed it out. They're confident in it. Cool. So those options are no longer there. Now, so one of the things, I just quickly cover it. so I'm not quite sure if I did cover it last time around, but I just want to quickly cover it, is that, for example, I don't have deep packet processing ticked, and this option has been available since day one, and you'd only need this ticked if you're a PC gamer, because on the host analysis page, PC gaming, you get loads of info, as you see. But if you're a console only gamer, you don't need it. Untick it. It'll make probably very, very little difference to you, but if you want the ultimate, squeezing that extra drop of performance out of the router, just untick it. So what else do I want to cover? So let's go to Device Manager. So another thing that they've done, it's a minor thing, but it's still an important thing, is now that when you want to specify your download and upload speed, so you can determine by, let's say, speedtest.net, so you can now specify up to 2 decimal places, and that's pretty cool. So moving on, we're going to go to settings. Is it WAN or LAN? I think it's WAN. Scrolly down. Yep, there we go. The MTU. So if you want to play about with MTU, so automatically it used to be always auto. So now if you want to put your own number in, you can disable it, type in a number, click apply. MTU stands for maximum transmission unit. Most people won't be playing about with that, but that option is now there. Another thing that they've done is, and I can't really talk too much about this one because I really haven't used it, and that's the VPN. They've done some updates on this one, and if you really need some help on this one, I definitely recommend going to the Netduma forums, because, well, as I said, I don't use VPN, so I really can't comment on it, on how to do it, or anything at this point in time. But it's there, and it's been updated and tweaked. Right, I think that pretty much covers it. So, I'll just go back to the main map just for curiosity and zoom out. But as always, I appreciate a thumbs up. Feel free to drop a comment if you want me to cover other stuff, and I will be doing some sort of on-test videos, and probably revisiting the EA games to see how the Battlefield, since this is Destiny now, and they're populating the circles and stuff, because when I did Battlefield before, there was no gamer circles of any sort, no matchmaking servers, no nothing of that. So it's interesting. So the gaming experience may be different now. So it'll be interesting to go and find out. So as always, if you haven't already subscribed, go and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, this has been Sim.